Now, there's one episode that sticks in the minds of all of us, and that occurred in 1971, which was called the San Fernando earthquake. And at the time, we were living at 14047 Tyler in Sylmar. And we were all rudely awakened one morning, I think it was about 5 o'clock, by a tremendous shaking and loud booming noise, and we realized instantly that it was an earthquake. In fact, it was so violent that I think I was thrown out of bed, and both of us, Jan and I, were dislodged from the bed. And when I finally got up and went to see how the kids were, I couldn't get in their bedrooms because all the dressers had fallen behind the doors, and I could not open the doors to get into the bedroom without a great deal of banging and pushing with tremendous force to open the door to get in to see if I could get the kids out. Well, I had to do that to each one. We had 4 bedrooms, and each girl had their own bedroom, and I had to bust through each door to get them out. And what made it even more difficult, in the hallway, the water heater had fallen out across the bedroom door of our youngest daughter, Marla. So I had to pick that big monstrous water heater up and push it back into its cabinet where it fell out. And finally we got all the family together in the hallway, and here there was a big aftershock, and we all grabbed onto each other, and the kids were screaming, and the house was rocking back and forth like we were on the Titanic. So finally it subsided somewhat, and we got outside in the front yard and just were trying to recover from it all. And it finally subsided enough so that we could get back in and survey the damage that had taken place. And we found that a piano in the living room had fallen over, that the block wall around the back of the property had all collapsed. The chimney had pulled away from the house. The foundation had slid off about 5 or 6 inches, but luckily when it slid one way and the earthquake kicked back the other way, it went back on the foundation without any problem. So the next thing was this horrendous smell coming from the kitchen, where all of the food out of the refrigerator had fallen onto the kitchen floor, and the pantry was right next to the washer dryer, which was right next to the back door. And I can still smell the mixture of mustard and steak sauce and all the other condiments that had fallen on the floor at the time. And some of the cabinets had fallen loose. Luckily, no one was hurt. We were just scared out of our wits. But then we heard another big horrendous noise, a crashing noise, and we didn't know where that came from. But we finally found, I think the next day or the next couple of days, that it was part of the Olive View Hospital that had just been completed, and one of the wings had completely fallen off and had crashed onto cars under the carport, and etc. And that was the loud noise that we couldn't determine at the time, but that was it.